Oh, down the inside, maybe? Oh, that was very close to the wall, very scary. Side by side the chicane. Oh, we can get him! Go on, Zep! That was a bit interesting to the wall there, but... and there as well. Is he still side by side with us? No, we passed him. No, he's there. There's a crash on track, there's a crash. Someone crashed.
Sounds like there's been a crash.
Leclerc crashed, turn 3.
Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Oh, he just ran wide. Oh, into the
Clearly
wall.
Something went very, very wrong there.
Hello people, and welcome back to F1 Manager 2022. Today we will head to the Circuit de Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix in 4 days and hope we have a good race there. So first off, let's check the emails again. Our tourist center is complete, post-race overview, and the board is happy with us exceeding expectations. Very good. Now have a quick look at what is in development. Completed in 5 days. Interesting. Okay. We're still well under the cost cap. Can't really spend anything on facilities, don't have enough money for that. So I just saw Nico Hülkenberg still has a development point, and I think we should spend that. And braking is really terrible. Immediately the driver rating increased. Wow, why is braking so terrible? Everything else is pretty good. Just the braking. Okay, I would suggest signing a reserve driver now. And maybe we have scouted Theo Pecher, and he seemed fine. But I think I'll also scout Jack Doohan and see how good he is. Let's do detailed scouting. He's still very young, so he has probably high growth potential, and that is what we search. And then we can compare Jack Doohan to Theo Pecher, and whoever is better of them, whoever is the better driver, will probably get our reserve driver seat. We only have 2 chassis, and we are not developing a new one. No. So we should probably build a spare chassis. It will take 9 days though. If we rushed, we get it in the Grand Prix weekend, so I think we should rush it. At least the first part. Yeah, let's rush 1 chassis. And we are pretty much fine on the rest. You know what? We can manufacture another front wing because we lost one. So let's go to the front wing and manufacture another one of the new ones. So we have 4 to be safe. Just do normal. Yeah. Okay, let's crack on. Scouting complete for Isaac Ajar. And race preview for Monaco. Let's see. Can't propose him a contract because he's not old enough. And he probably hasn't competed in F2 too much. But growth potential is high and aggression is low. Okay. Theo Pecher really seems like the guy to get right now. Okay, continue on. Got our new front wing. And we'll go to Monaco race preparations. So our qualifying position, I think we can get 15th. So we try to get Q2 with 1 driver. Yeah. Also, let's try to get a Q2 streak. 1 driver in Q2 in 3 races. I think that's doable. Let's do it this way. Okay. Well then, let's go to the race weekend.
Cars have been racing through Monaco's streets since 1929, and this weekend is no exception, as we get to watch the new generation of world-class drivers take over Monte Carlo. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. Monaco is famous for its many narrow twists and corners. From the brake-heavy Le Rascasse to the treacherous Saint Devote, there are no proper straights to speak of, and it's extremely hard to overtake here. It sounds like simple advice, but getting up as high on that starting grid as possible is the best plan of attack. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Okay then, let's get to it.
Okay, Monaco qualifying is the thing we should look out for, because Monaco qualifying is the most important qualifying of the year, because overtaking around this track is pretty hard, you know? So let's continue on. Let's immediately go for a setup that could be useful. For example, let's get a low rear wing angle because we don't need or a high rear wing angle because we need a lot of downforce. Let's start Seb this way on a set of softs. Yeah, on a set of softs. And let's start Stroll like this. Let's start Stroll like this. Soft compound. Very good. Let's have a look at the car parts. That's the right ERS. Let's change the engine. Stroll got the right engine now. And Seb also gets the right engine. I want to use it only for practice and then later on change it again. But this engine seems too dodgy already, so let's keep it out. The car, especially this part as well. Okay, let's keep Seb the way he is and go to practice 1. And actually, now that I remember it, I should probably do the run plan a bit longer. Let's see, maybe Seb is good enough to get the run plan immediately in. No, let's go on board with Seb around a bit of Monaco, because this track looks beautiful in this game, doesn't it? It's gorgeous. There's the hotel, the Grand Hotel hairpin. I wonder if you can see the sea. Oh no! The barrier is up there, because I think they're constructing something there in real life, that's why there's still a barrier. Okay. So Seb is in. We didn't get a full estimate, but we got 2 things in great and 1 thing in bad. So I guess I changed the straights even more immediately. And try to pull the good thing somewhere in here. Now I'm pretty far away from the great thing, and I actually don't want to be. Maybe it's good in this way. Let's hope it's good on this side and not on the other side. Okay, we can probably keep the same tires, just fuel up a little bit more, because apparently these laps weren't enough. Stroll is still on his way. We'll probably get a reply soon.
I'm not happy with the car.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Come in.
Copy launch.
Let's see. What can we change? Everything's bad except traction. Ouch. Okay. Let's go full on rear wing angle and full on front wing angle. And now let's get the braking stability back somewhere in here. That seems good. Confirm the same tires. Fuel still same. Seb is happy with the car. That is very good. Let's see. Okay, do we even go more rear wing angle? Or is that too much? I mean, it's Monaco, right? So let's try it. And let's try to go somewhere here for the braking stability. See if we can improve that. And let's run on the soft tire. Stroll should be ready any moment now.
Yeah, good job with the car. Copy.
Stroll is happy as well. Let's reconfigure his car. Let's see the setup. Optimal. 2 things at optimal. Okay. Traction and the oversteer. Let's just go full on angle on both. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's try it this way. We slightly changed the braking stability. The cornering and the straights are changed quite a bit. And the rest is, I tried to keep the rest where it was. So yeah, let's try this. Send out, okay. And we are basically done with P1 now. Let them run their laps, get some track acclimatization, get some car knowledge, and maybe 1 point for the setup. Yep, Seb has 1 now. Stroll will probably also get 1 before the end of the session. But if I take a look at the left here, it doesn't look good currently. Let's hope that it's fine. Checkered flag. See you in a moment. Okay, and let's have a look. Do you guys already know something new about the setup? Yes. The rear wing angle is optimal, but the oversteer isn't. I think I should just crank it all the way. Okay, I give those 2 tires back in Q1. Let's go for probably medium and a soft run in P2. And remember not to forget the engine later on. Okay, we know nothing, except that the cornering is still at great. And I think it was, no, it was at bad. No, wait, it was a good earlier. So somewhere here maybe? Get this back in. I guess, let's try. Same for Stroll, let's use the medium. Also just immediately do the 18 laps. And go to practice 2. Right now I'm spectating P2 and Latifi built a whole train of cars behind him. Everyone is stuck behind Latifi. Every single one of them. Like half the grid is stuck behind Latifi. If I skip it ahead, it looks quite funny. Look at this train snake thing that Latifi is spearheading. Just look at it. That's why we need a good qualifying. Okay, since we didn't have clean air, we couldn't fully finalize our run. But it was enough to see that braking stability still isn't where it needs to be. But we can rein that in. Especially with this setting. Well, let's keep this the way it was. Was braking stability optimal earlier? I don't think so. So let's go to here. Between. I think if it was at grade earlier and was at grade here, it's probably optimal somewhere there. It's fine. Everything else should be fine. Yes. Okay. Let's keep the same tires, I would suggest. And confirm SEP. Oh, Stroll's setup looks very good now. Very optimal. Braking stability, also unsure about that. I would suggest fixing the cornering now. Maybe do a 2-in-1. Let's create maybe somewhere here. Yeah, let's try this one. Okay, confirm. Latifi pit, you released the people. They can drive now. Both heading back. Both still haven't got the info I wanted them to get. It's kinda unfortunate. Let's see. It was bad. And the braking stability is still at grade. Not optimal, so maybe it is optimal right around here. We don't know about the traction though. Is it bad now or isn't it? Let's try this way. Or maybe not. Maybe go a bit more to the right. A bit more braking stability. Yeah. Okay, Seb, you need to do me a favor and get some quality time on the setup. So I can actually know if it's better or not. Stroll the same applies to you. It was optimal before, it's great now. Well, put it somewhere here. Okay, let's try this way. Please also give me a proper feedback now. Do I do 19 laps? Okay, it's Monaco, let's just do 19. And bite the bullet. By the way, if I'm able to get my upgrade into Q1, so if it comes Saturday and I can emergency manufacture it, I will upgrade the underfloor because I think it's just an opportunity to get points in Monaco. So I will do that. Oh yeah, the session's over already. Didn't really make progress on our setup.
After a day of free practice yesterday, we wrap up with a third and final session before moving on to qualifying. While many eyes may be drifting ahead to the big race, the teams and their drivers will be fully focused on the task at hand here today. Those who make the most of the free practice sessions will head into qualifying knowing that they've given it their all and done everything in their power to cement themselves a good, strong position on the asphalt tomorrow. So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride.
Now, let's see, if we continue on we should get to practice 3. Now the question is, can we manufacture the car part? And I think, I'm not sure, was it the underfloor? No, it was the rear wing. Yes, the rear wing is here now. And if you look at the rear wing, we only get better in acceleration. We basically get better in everything. But we actually gain some positions in acceleration. So I think we should just manufacture 2 of them emergency, even if it costs 1 million, but because we have 2 of them now, and we can use them and get acclimatized to them. Same for Stroll, and don't forget to change the engine. I need to remind myself, so we don't make an oopsie. Stroll gets the new rear wing as well. Okay, nothing here. We'll just keep the same setup. Wait, where am I? Car parts. Rear wing, new rear wing. Okay, this should be fine. Let's just go out and let them go on track immediately. I just sent Seb out first because he will pull away anyway.
Ready, check.
And then Stroll right behind him because Seb will pull away and will block Stroll, so I'm fine.
What's your thoughts
Yes.
on coming in or doing any more?
Car was great.
Finally I get to hear something about the car. But he didn't say amazing, so there's still room to improve. Stroll is still thinking about his setup. 93%. Okay, traction is still bad. Well, then do it this way. We could keep the same tires. Yeah, let's just run the same tires. He isn't perfectly fine. We're not at optimal. We're at great across the board. Okay. We need to change stuff slightly. Just a tiny bit. The straights are at optimal, so probably these three things. I don't think traction is over here. It can't be. Maybe like this? Keep the same tires? Yeah, confirm. Vettel is at P13, and that is... Okay, P14. That seems pretty good for now. Maybe the rear wing is helping. But we'll have to see in qualifying. Qualifying will be the true test. Also remember, we have one engines. That's why the time looks worse than it actually is in qualifying. I don't know if the other teams also are using one engines, but I kinda doubt it. So let's see. Okay, Vettel couldn't tell me about the setup. Okay, he's just at 100%, probably right when he went into the garage. Okay, I guess we're golden with Seb then. We don't need 2 hearts for the race, so just run the hearts till session's over. How many minutes? 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes remaining, so a few laps less. Yeah, let's go for 11 laps. Stroll will come in soon as well, and Seb out. Just get some track acclimatization and car acclimatization. There's Stroll heading back to garage. No, there's Stroll heading back to garage. Seb's already doing a lap. He also didn't tell me anything. Okay, but we are at optimal at nearly everything. So I guess we are at optimal at everything. Do 9 laps, I think that is plenty. Good job, guys. Only great. Not optimal. Is the car not optimal? 97%, okay, it isn't optimal. One thing is off by a tiny bit, but we can fix that for qualifying, I think. Let them drive to get some track acclimatization. Stroll will be near 100.
Okay, and all the way to 0. All
yeah,
the way
99.
To 0. Car off.
That is it for P3. He isn't 100% confident with the setup. Okay, we can fix that for Stroll. But first, don't forget to go to the car parts. Seb is actually fine. We used normal parts for Seb, but Stroll isn't fine. Let's go to Stroll's car parts, give him the new engine back, and the newer gearbox. The RS is fine, I think. Let's have a look at the setup. Okay, cornering. Yeah, we should probably do this, and then do this. I think we should be fine with cornering. Okay, soft tires are fitted, 1 flying lap is fitted, Stroll is good, Seb is at optimal at everything, so he's good as well. Well then, let's go on to qualifying. The most important qualifying of the season. I would suggest doing 1 lap immediately. Because we don't know about the traffic, there will be a lot of traffic, so let's just go out. Okay, will we have traffic with Seb? Let's go on board and... Oh, let's go on board and see. No. Perfect. I don't think we will catch Alonso. So that is our proper flyer. We get traffic with Stroll. Oh yeah, the Williams could get in the way. Oh yeah, got in the way already. Come on, what are you doing? Blue flags! Yeah, Stroll got over by the Williams. Oh well. But that's the first lap anyway. 1:12 for Seb. Stroll has a slightly slower time, but Alonso has an even faster time. I would just try to do another lap immediately on the same tire and see if we have luck and don't get caught in the traffic. For Stroll the same thing. And the other thing, what we can achieve by doing this, is maybe blocking other people, which will be beneficial for us. Got blocked by Magnussen, that is fine. No, I blocked Magnussen back. Norris already has a bad time, so it worked against Norris. Do we just keep on driving out? I mean, at this point, why not? Our goal is to get into Q2, even if it's using shady tactics. Now, I want to see Stroll's setup. Does he? He's at 99 now, so it was a good decision to change whatever we changed. Okay, that is the last run before the final run. Heading back now. P12 and 13. Above both Haas drivers. Very good, very good. But we are not safe yet because Verstappen and Ricciardo haven't set a time. And they are dangerous, probably. At least in terms of setting a time. Okay, 1:10 was set by Verstappen. Now, we will wait till it's near the end of the session. A lap time of 1:10, so we can probably wait to 2 minutes at least. Who do we send out first? I would suggest Vettel because he will probably not block Stroll. 1 minute 10. Okay, the AlphaTauris are driving out now. And we are the last ones in the queue. Okay, let's hope we didn't send them out too late. No, it should be fine, I think. Oh, Stroll could get close. Let's go on board with Stroll. 18 seconds. Show me what you got. 7, 6, and we are over the line. 4 lap. Let's just stay on board with Stroll. Let's see how he does. Yellow first sector. We need 1/10 of improvement to get it both in Q2. Oh, no, we need a little more Magnussen, really. Oh, this time is pretty fast. Ricciardo as well, okay, we need more improvement, guys. Green for Seb, second sector. Yellow for Stroll, okay, we are probably out with Stroll. Out of Q1. Vettel could do it. Come on, Seb. Q2. I believe in you. No! No, the improvement was way too little. Out in Q1 again and then in Monaco. Okay, we need a great strategy to somehow get ahead of these guys.
The grid is packed and there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprises in that. It's race day!
Aston Martin did a good job during qualifying, and they're pretty much where everyone expected them to be on the grid. Now, it's up to them to defy expectations during the race itself. Haas proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them in a very good position to make the most of this race start. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
So as the drivers prepare to weave their way around the streets of Monaco, you have to think there'll be twists and turns aplenty.
Okay, the plan, whatever it will be, is probably one stop because overtaking and 2-stop seems kinda risky around Monaco, you know? So let's see what the strategy suggests us. Soft to hard, yeah, I think we just stick to soft to hard because we're going to push earlier on, I think. And then keep the hard alive like this, so we have a bit of margin on the soft. I mean, we can just do the soft to hard. I don't think any other strategy for us right now would be valid. Yeah. Oh, we could actually... Do we sacrifice Stroll and go from hard to soft? You know what? Let's play the team game, shall we? Seb got us points last race, so let's prefer him this time around. And let's just put Stroll in the strategy and see if he can block the people behind us. Okay, for the start, go full on attack. You as well. There we go. Well then. Sorry Stroll, but I think this will be an interesting race. Let's see what we can do.
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. The teams are ready to go. It's time for one of the most exciting races in the world. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and
away we go. Let's go salt and bottle Seb. Past Tsunoda immediately. Oh wait, we were past Tsunoda. Past Joe immediately maybe. Come on Seb.
That's it.
Yeah, very good. Past Joe immediately. And now into single file into the rest of the track.
Aston Martin with a great play
Oh,
there.
also past Tsunoda, okay.
Up a place.
Yeah, wait, what happened to Tsunoda?
Let's take a closer look. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
Okay, Tsunoda was just slow. Or maybe did he have a penalty?
A bold move indeed, and with that, they've gained a position.
Yeah, very good, Seb.
Back in the garage.
Okay, so now it's basically the waiting game. Ricciardo has hard tires, so we want to overtake Ricciardo, whatever happens. Let's have a look at the tires around us. Yeah, we want to overtake Ricciardo. The rest is fine. Just I don't want to stick behind Ricciardo forever. Probably start pit straight. Come on, Seb. Yes. Very easy, very good. Ricciardo's still on the outside, I think. No, we got past him. Very good. Very good, Seb. Where's Stroll? Oh, he tried to go down the inside of Mick.
Martin have just gained a race position.
Yeah, we saw that. You can keep your tires alive now.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah.
You can try to get Norris as well. For now we can save the tires though.
Drop back a bit.
Copy.
Or maybe we can get him out of the tunnel. Oh. Oh, down the inside, maybe? Oh, that was very close to the wall. Very scary. Side by side the chicane. Oh, we can get him. Go on, Zeb. That was a bit interesting to the wall there, but and there as well. Is he still side by side with us? No, we passed him. No, he's there. And he got us back. Okay.
DRS is
and
forward.
We are right beside Norris for the whole last sector. Come on. There we go. I think we got... No, we didn't get DRS. Is he still side by side with us? No, now we are ahead of him. Okay. Safety tires a bit now. And go to neutral.
Let's see what happened there. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
That was the final overtake. Who had DRS? Oh, no one, because it's the first round of DRS. Yeah.
Moving up a place there.
Very close. Very good, Seb. Very good. What about Stroll? Okay, we try next time on the start straight. In front of us is a medium runner, namely Ocon. We're not quite in Ocon's DRS, so let's try to push it a little bit. Very good. But we were behind the detection point, okay. I try to get into the DRS now. What's that?
You can use energy. Use energy, you can use energy.
Okay, let's not forget about Stroll. He's still right behind Mick. Okay, go to Harvest. Hope we don't lose too much time with Harvest. But we should be good in the DRS of Ocon now. Okay, let's see with Stroll. What can we do with you? We are low on fuel already. That is kind of concerning. I think we should get back to balance soon. Yeah, let's go back to balance now. We need to be on push for Seb so we can keep up behind Ocon for now on the fuel. Because we are saving ERS. Once we have saved enough ERS, we can go to balanced and fuel. Okay, do not fall out of the DRS range. Oh, come on, Seb. We lost DRS again. Ocon and Magnussen are just too fast for us right now. Okay, then let's go to back balance and go to neutral. Norris is kind of close behind Seb, but we're fine for now. People ahead of us are starting to pull away. Next thing we can try is to get past Mick with Stroll.
Do everything you can, mate.
Yep.
Can we get past him or close to him? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Save the tires. Speaking of tires, how do they look? They look fine on both drivers. Norris right behind us, but that is fine as well. I think for the next few minutes there won't be anything interesting happening. I hope Norris doesn't overtake us, but I don't think he will. Gasly's P5, nice. In a land of his own. Okay, quick tire check. Ricciardo and Tsunoda are on the same strategy as Stroll. So it's kinda sad we are not close to them. This train building somewhere around there. Or maybe we can catch up to them now. Stroll is 2.5 behind. Zhou is building a train now. Soon it will be Vettel who's building the train, but Zhou is the one building it right now. Okay, we're good on fuel. On both our drivers. So push. Is Stroll catching the train? I don't think he is. 3.7, 3.6. Now he's catching the train. But we're on minus fuel already again. Go back to balanced on both cars. The hard tire seems pretty horrendous. Okay, so quick race update. Verstappen is first right now. Sainz a 2-second gap behind him. Perez 5 seconds further behind. And Leclerc right behind Perez. That's the top 4 who are fighting with each other right now. At least one Red Bull and one Ferrari against the other Red Bull and Ferrari. Gasly is in a land of his own still. Hamilton is building a train with Bottas, Alonso and Russell. And Ocon and Magnussen are building another train. And right behind them is the Aston Martin, Norris and Zhou train. And right behind them is the hard runner Ricciardo and his train. So the hard runners are now pretty much at the back, and Mick gets kind of screwed because he can't overtake them. But we are all in a race of our own. So for our team, for Aston Martin, we are pretty good because we have as much clean air as we can, because we are at the head of the train. So we are just blocking the cars behind us, which is perfectly fine for us. And we are driving as fast as we can, so we are basically golden. I mean, I would prefer to pull away from the other cars, but since we can't, I guess we'll just drive on and see what happens. Just stick to our strategy and hope it kind of works out. Maybe we get a safety car. No crashes or lockups or anything as of now. Through the whole weekend, and I hope we don't lock up or crash because we have new parts on our car, but let's see. So let's have a look at the tires again. We have some margin to be aggressive with Seb, but more than the tires we need to get the car into a lighter state, so we'll just push on the fuel. Stroll is kinda catching up to Schumacher now, pushing on fuel probably. Go back to balanced. There's a crash on track, there's a crash. Someone crashed.
Sounds like there's been a crash.
Leclerc
Let's
crashed,
have a
turn
look.
3.
Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Oh, he just ran wide. Oh, into the
Clearly
wall.
something went very, very wrong there.
Yeah, he lost half his front wing. Oh, that doesn't look good. But no safety car. A crash without a safety car, that's interesting.
Was a bitter blow for the team, and it may have really hurt their overall chances.
The guy T-posing, A-posing I should say, right behind him. Leclerc will surely pit now. Yeah, he's in pit. He's the first one to pit. I wonder what tires he will be on. Will he be behind us? No, he will come out right in front of me. But it's fine, he will pull ahead anyway. And I don't think he can drive to the end. He put on hards though, so maybe he can. He will probably try, so I guess you do you. Got to push again while we can. Stroll can try to deploy a bit. We get a bit closer. If we get too close to 0, I'll change it back to harvest. We're in the pit with no step now. Okay, go to harvest with Stroll. Okay, let's see. I would suggest just go full on attack with Seb now, and then pit. Except if someone pits in behind us, then we'll just try to undercut them. Otherwise, just push on these soft tires. Pulling away from Norris. We got a second out of it. Very good. Yeah, we're really starting to pull away from Norris now. Keep on pushing Seb. Fantastic job. In 1 or 2 laps we will pit. This is the optimal lap, but we will not pit right now. We will pit 1 lap later. We can go and deploy. Yeah, next lap will be our lap. Just full on push, 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 push. Go as fast as you can. We built a 4-second gap to Norris now. On full on push mode. But to be fair,
We need to charge it.
oh no.
Copy.
Did he drive past? Or did I pit him too late now? I think he just drove past. No, he just drove past the pit lane. That is kind of bad. Yeah, he just drove past. No, I missed it by a few seconds. Okay.
Struggling with tires.
Yeah, keep on pushing and hope they don't catch you too fast.
Yeah, confirm.
We're managing to keep the gap. We're actually extending the gap. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Okay. Get on board with step for the pit stop. Onto the hard tire. One only stop of this session. Where will we come out? Do we come out behind Stroll? Yes, we do. Okay, as soon as Seb catches Stroll, Stroll will need to let Seb by immediately. Let's go on to aggressive for now. Keep the fuel the way it is, I would suggest. What is Stroll doing with his tires? He's pretty much staying in the range. Okay, that's fine. We can keep on neutral, I think. Okay. People are pitting. Where do we come out? Alonso and Hamilton especially. Oh no, there are a lot of people pitting now. They react to us, so we did a good job, I think. We need to push on though. Don't mind the fuel for now. P16 with Seb now. The people in front of us will pit. Seb and Stroll both have pretty much clean air. Stroll is running the whole race in clean air. I wonder where Stroll will end up. Okay, Latifi. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Latifi, blue flags, blue flags. Come on, this is ridiculous now. Why is he not letting me by? Blue flags, hello? There we go. We lost 2 seconds or something. Latifi strikes again. Well, that cost us quite a bit of lap time. I'm not gonna lie. Just keep pushing, just keep pushing. Magnussen and Pit, Ocon and Pit. Those two are interesting now. Okay, Stroll, where do you come in? Oh, you're right behind. Okay, come on. Oh, you won't overtake them now, will you? Oh, a tiny bit more and we would have been ahead of Magnussen. Oh, that is kind of sad. Yeah, stay behind them for now then. If Stroll would be ahead of Magnussen and Ocon, I would have told him to fight them. But if he's behind them, there's no need to. Destroy his own tires behind them now. Actually, you know what? Maybe you try for one lap.
They'll come to us.
Okay, okay.
Just try this lap with the RS and everything. At least he has to defend. Okay, go back to neutral. Oh,
Yeah, take it easy.
Okay.
maybe. We here? No?
Doing a good job, keep pushing. Use overtake.
Copy.
Okay, soon we have to let Seb by. Or pit Stroll, but it's way too early to pit Stroll. Except if we go into mediums. Let's try one more lap. If we don't get past Magnussen, then just keep Stroll in strategy and try our best from there. By the way, why did the Williams pit? They were on hards as well, weren't they? Oh well, just Williams things. Oh, he lifted. Maybe, down the inside, at least offset him. Oh, interesting, interesting. Keep it for now, because maybe he will fight into the next corner. Okay. No more fighting then. Just harvest. See when Seb catches up to them. Will be pretty soon. Probably start pit straight, we'll swap positions. Oh yeah, by the way, talking about Seb, what does look fine with his tires. But I would suggest going to standard now. Okay, Stroll, please don't fight your teammate. He's right behind you now, so you probably will let him by on the start pit straight. Yes, that was the plan. Very good. Very good, very good. Okay, Seb. Magnussen's the next one to catch. What tires is he on? On fresh hards. On fresher hards. But he is kind of slow.
We're not okay on fuel.
Yeah, let's go to balanced for now. Yep, okay. Let's listen to our engineers. Okay, Magnussen is kinda building a gap right now. We need a bit of more ERS. Yeah, driving away from me now. Interesting. How will this race pan out? That is the question. A lot of people still need to stop, I think. Did everyone stop already? No. Ocon, for example, didn't. So a lot of them still need to stop. We're just in our own race now. Seb is okay on tires and Stroll is as well. Stroll will soon pit. Vettel is now a pit stop ahead of Stroll. But Stroll will have the fast tires soon. Okay, Stroll will also be caught by the blue flag group soon. You can push him then. Because fuel can be -1 if he gets lapped. Let's push on fuel. Seb is kinda catching, I think. Especially because Albon is ahead of us. Yeah, Seb is catching. Maybe try to deploy a bit. Let's go full on attack and try to catch them. Be in the DRS window. Yep, there we go. Already. That was quick. That is fine. Let's go on bot to Seb. Who's the head of the queue? Ricardo. Ricardo was in hards as well. I would try to pass Magnussen, but we don't have any fuel, any ERS left, so I'd rather not try. But we need to get past the Williams, come on, get past the Williams. We had to lift, but that's fine, we get past the Williams, okay. That didn't cost us too much time, but it made us fall out of DRS range. We are catching, tiny bit. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good again. Go back to neutral. Maybe even to attack, to be in the DRS window. We weren't in the DRS window, that's kinda sad. Right behind Magnussen again. Okay, where's Stroll? Stroll is driving the race on his own. Verstappen nearly caught up to us. There he is. So we won't lose too much time. Because of Verstappen, yeah, okay, we let him by on the start pit straight. That's actually good. That is actually good. Because that is a reasonable place to let Verstappen by. And we let him by early. See, we already caught up to him again. That is our... oh, maybe not. I wanted to say that it is our opportunity to gain a place, but we were a bit far behind. We're right behind Magnussen now. Okay, but we had to lift because of the Ferrari. Is there anyone else behind us? No. Where are the other Ferraris? Down here's one. Where's P3? There's P3. Okay. Go back on board. The Ferrari could help us, pull us along, and slow the cars ahead down. Go for an attack. We have a lot of overspeed, maybe. Okay, let's see if we can get the Magnussen. Oh, there's someone slow. It's Tsunoda going slow. Come on, Seb, we're on the outside. Wait, when is Stroll supposed to pit? Soon, I guess. Because I had a look at the tire wear. Oh, inside, down the inside maybe? Oh. We have to get it next time. Let's save some fuel. Not fuel, some ERS.
So we're happy to let these tyres cool a bit.
Copy.
Okay, Stroll lost 1 percentage point.
So back off.
Copy.
If Stroll is about to pit, he would be in... Where would he be? He would be... Doesn't say. Yeah, I have to look here. No, I don't have to look here. Whatever. So you can stay out 1 lap longer. They fall out of DRS again. Come on, Seb. Okay, Stroll is allowed to pit now. Onto the soft tire. Save a bit of fuel. Go to balanced. Stroll in pit now. Look at his pit stop. There was 1 Haas driver. Yeah, that was Mick. Where will we come out? Behind Mick, but where exactly? Probably behind Gasly and Leclerc as well. Yes. Behind those 2 as well, okay. That's fine though. Stroll can push now. We have to let someone by again. Oh, that's the Red Bull, okay. Stay close to the Red Bull, Seb. The Red Bull will pull us along nicely. I hope. Get past Magnussen, come on! Oh, Seb. Yeah, that was disappointing. We're finding the fuel with Stroll. You should be setting green sectors all over the place now. Okay, how do we get past a car of the train? Tires are fine. Ricciardo's in pit, Tsunoda's in pit. 2 positions gained. Okay, we're not that far off points. We are not that far off points. Stroll is 12 seconds behind Mick. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. I was about to say. 8.5. That's the true gap now. To Mick. I would like to save some ERS, but I'm afraid I would fall out of the DRS. Maybe save some here. First sector. Yeah, first sector is ERS saving zone. 6.6. Stroll is catching Schumacher. Save some ERS again. Need to harvest it up little by little. Especially the hairpin. That's where we gain a lot of time. We need to overtake the cars in front of us, Ocon and Magnussen. If we can do that, we are in the points. But they're quite fast, that's the problem. We're slowly gaining ERS. Slowly but surely. With Seb it is. Should probably save some fuel soon. I'm not sure if we can keep up with them if we save fuel and ERS. Barely. Especially if we don't want to sacrifice the tires for that. We need to sacrifice tires a bit now. Oh yeah, pretty much fine on tires, I think. With everything we have, we need to be behind them, Seb. Okay, race update. I don't think anyone has to pit. I think everyone who wants to pit did pit already, looking at the tire wear. Verstappen is leading the race, Sainz not far behind him, but there are a few back markers in between them. Perez is 3rd and Gasly is 4th. Leclerc is right behind him for 4th and Bottas is 6th, somewhere entirely else. The Mercs are on their own somewhere far away from Alonso and Ocon. No, actually Alonso is close to Russell, but Ocon is far away and he's the leader of the last point and in a train with Magnussen and Vettel. And the rest is pretty much irrelevant right now. I don't think the hard to soft strat was a good strategy, now in hindsight. Yeah, we are fine on fuel. With Stroll, with Seb I'm not so sure. Stroll is very, very slowly catching Mick. Could try to accelerate that a bit. 4.6, 4.3, oh yeah, 4.0. Go full on attack for 1 lap, Stroll, and see what you can do. Okay, back to neutral now. Oh, we are right behind the Haas now. See what we can do. Oh, because of the Williams. We don't have much ERS. Ocon is driving away now. Let's see if we can get him up the hill, but I don't think so. Go back to standard everything. Or actually conserve. Where's Stroll? There's Schumacher. Let's keep the pace with Stroll, because I think we can catch Schumacher that way. 1.7, 1.5, 1.4, 3, 1, 0. And we're behind Schumacher now. Okay, Magnussen just drove away from Seb. Can't really do anything about that. Need to think about the fuel as well now. But we can try to fight with Stroll. Let's have a look at tire wear, because that cost quite a bit. Yeah, we're fine on tire with both guys, I think. Okay. Not on fine on fuel with Stroll, that is the thing. We'll try to get past Mick next lap. Harvest for now. Maybe we harvest 2 laps and then attack Mick. Save some fuel along the way. He's on soft as well, isn't he? No, he's on hards. Okay, we need to get past him ASAP. Maybe in the tunnel? No, start pit it will be. There we go. 1 lap too late, to be honest. I'll admit that I'm 1 lap too late on that.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Yes, something indeed happened, Crofty. Aren't you excited? Aren't you as excited as I am? We need to save some fuel. That's the thing. Not too much, but a bit. So yeah, let's do that. I don't want to get caught by Bottas, so let's try to get to neutral and pull away from Mick. Seb is pretty much alone in P12 now. Our plan nearly worked though. If Stroll was a tiny bit faster, we would have made... Our plan nearly worked though. If Stroll would have been a tiny bit faster, he would have been ahead of Ocon and Magnussen. We would have slowed them both down, and now we could have been past them. But Stroll was a tiny bit too slow, and so we didn't manage to pull that off. But the P12 isn't too bad, I would say, as long as we don't lose it to Joe now. And we need to save fuel sooner or later, because we are kind of hard stuck on 1.6, yeah. Tief ahead of Stroll now. Okay, we need to start thinking about saving fuel. Let's go on board with Seb. Not in the start pit straight, obviously. That isn't the point to save fuel, but right behind it. Right here. Stroll also needs to save up some fuel. This whole sector is just saving fuel. Okay, P12 is the goal now. You are supposed to keep the car behind. Don't want to lose the position. The Stroll can go back to balanced. Back to conserve. Back to balanced. Okay, Stroll is fine on fuel now. Stroll can just drive out, flat out. Need to micromanage Seb now. Stroll is basically, his race is over. He will defend from Mick, but other than that his race is pretty much over. And Seb has a few laps till his fuel is fine again. Joe just got lapped, and we will get lapped soon as well. Probably in the tunnel. No, yeah, never mind. Yeah, we got lapped. Okay, as long as Joe doesn't pass us, we are fine. Okay, Gasly's still in front of Leclerc. Gasly's up for a nice point grab, which is kind of bad for us, honestly. Or is it? I'm actually not sure if we're really in the fight with AlphaTauri. Oh, that is Joe right on the outside. Oh no, he got passed. Is he on the... He's on hard tires, but he's on way fresher hard tires. We can try to catch him, sort of, kind of. Just bolted away, what happened? 1.7 seconds already. Oh, because Seb probably is still trying to keep the car behind. Yeah, never mind. I don't think we get him. Just keep Ricciardo behind then. We'll look at Stroll's on board. Mick is still behind him. That's fine. Can actually leave the coast. We only need to defend into Sector 1. Also keep the car behind, by the way. Okay. We are ahead of both McLarens. That is good. Stroll can lift a bit more. We need to stay on conserve for now. With Seb. It's getting tight. Stroll is probably fine now. Why? Wait, why is he taking on his tires?
Get back off.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, because of Stroll, yeah. Not Stroll, Joe. Go for defend.
Struggling with tires.
Yes, Seb, I know.
Copy that, understood.
Is it working what we're doing?
Yes, kind of.
We have low batteries.
Oh, we are right on the edge of the fuel.
Copy.
How many laps am I gonna get on these?
Wait, did we just... We got lapped on the line. We finished. We just got lapped on the line, okay.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner. Let's take a look at the replay. And Verstappen finishes
There we go.
Honestly, even their harshest critic would be hard-pressed to say that they didn't thoroughly deserve that win.
We were right next to Verstappen as he won. Okay, Stroll's finished. P13 and 17. Well, it is an improvement. It isn't the improvement I hoped for, and we could have maybe sneaked in a point in there, but it shouldn't be. Well, that was the Monaco race. At least we're not where Williams are, lapped by everyone way behind the field. So I guess that's good. That was the Monaco Grand Prix.
Sebastian Vettel with a comfortable result for his team here. Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
Yes, there's no doubt that they have what it takes. I can't wait to see which direction they go in for the next race.
With the race wrapped up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Another rhyme though. Okay, Verstappen won. Gasly actually gained 1 position on Leclerc at the start probably, and then held him up for the whole races, Bottas as well. I mean, we did gain 3 positions with Seb, which isn't too bad. We gained the most positions out of anyone. And Stroll also gained 1 position, so I guess we could call it a good race. 4 laps down on the TV and 3 laps down now on Williams had a shocker of a race. So Gasly is now P9 in the Drivers' Championship, and the Constructors, yeah, AlphaTauri isn't in our fight anyway. So we're still 1 point behind McLaren. We need 1 point and then we are ahead of Haas, and another point to be ahead of McLaren. So that is pretty good, I would say. Stroll got a development point. We will put that to good use any moment. The design for the rear wing complete, and we manufactured it already. Got a new chassis as a spare one. Our boardroom is improved. Our design center is improved, which means since we get the new rear wing, we will manufacture 2 more because we have 2 already, a normal speed, and then the chassis is ready, the boardroom is upgraded, they are hopefully a bit heavier now. We can now design 3 things at once, post-race overview, and we met the expectations of our board. Very good. Okay then, let's go to the design center and actually wait, do we design something for this season? I would suggest to research something for next season, because there are minor technical regulations already. And the thing is, I think we can sneak 1 point in there. The season is still long though, isn't it? I would still do it though. Let's go for a new front wing for next season. We can do 2 things at once as well. So let's not put too much time into the front wing for next season and put a bit more time in the front wing for this season. Let's go with 10. Yeah, and the rest, let's keep it this way and research it. We have 5 engineers ready. We can put some of them onto another part design, so we use 3. We have 6 ready. We use 3 here, and then we use 3 other engineers on the other part design. So let's research for our next car. Now the question is, do we do another rear wing and actually improve in low speed even more? Or do we do another chassis? I mean, the chassis won't do us much good even if we put a lot of time into it and effort. Same goes for the suspension. So probably the next logical thing is to improve our rear wing again with everything no, not everything we have, because we have a design ready soon. You know what, let's do the next part. 34 days. Okay, no, that will take a long while. So that was the Monaco Grand Prix. No, wait. Before we'll finish, we give Stroll a development point, probably in braking again, just to improve his pace. Especially since it's a nice number now. And, well, that was it for the Monaco Grand Prix. The next one will be in Baku. So I'll see you there, and goodbye.